Hello, how are you all doing? My name is Bobby Brown. I'm a compliance investigator and deputy Title IX coordinator here at the university. I work out of the Office of Compliance, Equal Opportunity, and Affirmative Action, which is located in Hare Hall. Does everyone know where Hare Hall is located? Everybody know where the ice skating center or ice arena is located? Directly across the street from there is a little small building. That's Hare Hall, okay? Want to kind of give you some information about Title IX and VAWA and specifically some of the reporting requirements that many of you all may have to adhere to here at the university. Title IX is a federal law that we have to abide by here at the university, and it pertains to sexual harassment and also covers sexual misconduct as well as sexual assault. Some of the things that we have to do under Title IX is we have to have a policy, we have to communicate that policy, we have to provide training and such to individuals here at the university related to if they are exposed to any of those types of incidents, what they can do, what resources are available to them. And so we want to always make sure that individuals that are working with students and working here at the university are aware of their rights and their responsibilities. Some of the things that we also cover specifically you will see here is that we deal with things like reporting, responding, preventing rape and acquaintance rape, domestic violence, sexual assault, and stalking that may occur here at the university. For any of you all who don't know where our policy related to these things is located, if you go into the policy register and you look into Chapter 5, 5-16.2 covers specifically what things we identify here at the university as potential violations under Title IX and under our sexual harassment policy and sexual misconduct policy here. Some of the things that we want to make sure what you know, as I stated, we have to have a Title IX coordinator. We also have to have a policy and publish these policies. We have to promote awareness about Title IX to individuals here at the university. Also, one of the major things that we do, our office responds to all incidents that occur. So if anyone reports an incident to our office, we will respond to that incident. Now, that does not always necessarily mean that we are going to investigate that incident, but we definitely will respond. And the way we respond is that we want to make sure that we provide any victims of these incidents with supportive services that are offered here on campus as well as in the community. Some other things that we want to also do is remedy the effects and prevent reoccurrence of these incidents when they occur here at the university. All right, so we want to make sure that you all know the rules. So as I was explaining, our policy is located in Chapter 5, 5-16.2, and these are the areas that we specifically cover. You can look in the policy register and you can see the definition for any of these activities that any of these categories, I apologize, that we define. Gender discrimination and harassment, sexual misconduct with and without penetration, intimate partner violence, domestic violence, dating violence, stalking. We also define consent, and with any of our complaints, retaliation also attaches to protect individuals that are assisting us whenever we are conducting investigations. So please make sure you know the rules related to these things. All right, because all of you all in here are maybe teaching assistants in some capacity, I assume, and what we want to make sure that you all are aware of, if you're going to be working with students and even working with co-workers here at the university, you may fall under the category of having to report incidents that you become aware of. Under our policies, employees here at the university are mandated to report incidents that they become aware of, and that even covers individuals who are working as student employees in various jobs here on campus. So if you're working here in any capacity and you become aware of any of these types of incidents, you have a reporting requirement to report that over to the Title IX coordinator. The reason why I emphasize that is because anytime that these incidents are not reported over to the Title IX coordinator, the university may find itself in violation under Title IX law. And so we want to make sure that all individuals know to report these incidents over to our office. Now, within your departments, you may have a reporting structure that requires that you report to either a dean or a department chair or someone like that. Follow that structure within the department that you're working in. So if they're telling you to report these incidents to a department chair, report those incidents to the department chair, and then the department chair will report those incidents over to the Title IX coordinator. Once you have reported what you know, you have done what you are required to do. You don't have to do anything else at that point. Now, as far as what information to report, report whatever it is that you know. If you don't know the names of the individuals involved, that's okay. Just report what you know. If the only thing that you heard is someone said that they got raped last night, report that to our office. At that point, we will do what we need to do to reach out to that individual. Now, typically, in the past, students would get a lot of emails. We've cut that out. So now what we do is once we become aware of an incident, we will notify the SERV's office here on campus. The SERV's office will send that individual out an outreach email. That outreach email will provide them with information about their reporting options, also provide them with information about support resources available here on campus and in the community. If that person then wants to file a formal complaint, then they will be brought over to the Office of Compliance to file a formal complaint. At that time, we would then initiate an investigation. Like I said earlier, we don't investigate everything that comes to us. We respect the rights of the victim. So if a victim tells us they don't want us to do anything, we will not investigate that matter. Unless, and I preface this with unless, we have reports of an individual who is committing these acts. If we get multiple reports about that individual, then we may have to go in and investigate those matters because we have to also protect the overall university community. All right, so that's the only exception when we will not honor a complainant's or a victim's wishes is if we have a concern for the overall university community. If a student were to come to you and they disclose to you an incident, like I said, you need to report it. Now, there are some individuals here on campus who don't have to report to us, and we call those confidential resources here on campus. Before an individual starts disclosing to you what has happened to them, you can ask them to pause for a moment so that you can let them know of your confidentiality limits. And the reason why I say that is because some individuals may not want this information shared with others. Now, we want to respect any victim's rights, so that's why we are telling people pause and let them know of your reporting requirements, because if they disclose it to you, you cannot keep that information confidential. You then have to disclose that information over at that point in time. So again, if someone goes to share some information with you and they don't want it disclosed to anyone else, you can let them know, hey, I can't keep this information confidential, but here are some individuals on campus who can. And many of those individuals you have already been made aware of their house in DeWeese and psychological services and things like that. They don't have to disclose to the Title IX coordinator any identifying information about an incident that has occurred if a person wants to remain anonymous, okay? Anyone else, if it's reported to the police or to our office or to the SERV's office, then they have to disclose that information over to the Title IX coordinator, all right? So that's why we have that. Exclusions would be these individuals down at the bottom, okay? Within the city of Kent, you can also direct them to Town Hall 2. Town Hall 2 operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can also refer them there as well. Again, just want to emphasize, if you see something, make sure you don't turn a blind eye. Let someone know. If you overhear something and things like that, let someone know. Again, don't be a passive bystander. Again, tell someone. And overall, to help us make sure that Kent remains a safe community free from sexual assault, sexual misconduct, stalking, and intimate partner violence, encourage people to report this information. Encourage them, if they want to file a complaint with our office, and we will look into these matters, and we will investigate them to the fullest of our ability, all right? Again, if you have any questions, you can direct any of your questions to the Gender Equity Director and Title IX Coordinator, Bonita Pruitt. Again, she's housed in Hare Hall, and here's her contact information. If you have any questions about anything, if you're not sure about what to do in a situation, you can also contact our office as well. I didn't include this, but we now have a new email address where you can email directly to the Title IX office, and that email address is titleix@kent.edu. So Title IX, but I need to say it titleix@kent.edu, and you can email any questions, and we will respond and answer any questions that you have, or you can call us at the number you see here, and we'll answer any questions that you may have relative to any situation that you may be facing, okay? Any questions? Oh, yes.
What's the policy of the location of where it happens? Is Title IX only on campus, or does it also apply to the city of Kent?
Okay, so if an incident involves a student or employee as both a complaining party and a responding party, we can investigate it whether it occurs on campus or off campus, all right? Our jurisdiction is limited, though, if it involves someone that is not an employee or a student of the university and that incident occurs off campus. Any other questions? All right, well, good luck to you all. And like I said, if you have any questions, if you're unsure about anything, feel free to contact our office. We are more than willing to help. And thank you.